But
So you don't pick your boogers?
no,
Okay, I'm glad we established that.
do not pick my boogers. I used
It
to.
sounds like a great intro.
My name is Jacob, and this is my story. I went to Catholic school my entire life. They always taught me the principles of knowing who the Lord and who Jesus was. I knew a lot about the teachings, but I didn't really understand the teachings. But as you get older, you start seeking the acceptance of people. And once I started seeking the acceptance of people, that's when I saw my life kind of veer off in different directions. The people who were more popular were the people who got girls, the people who were going to parties and drinking at a young age, like 8th grade, people were going to parties and like getting drunk, and that was when I really turned from the Lord. When I was younger, I'd be like, I will never do this. I will never have sex. Like, I will never drink. I will never do all that. And I ended up doing like all of it. Try to find my value in having a girlfriend, or having my value in being associated with these certain people. And it was really taking a toll on me and just wearing out who I was. And people would tell me like, dude, you're like a good person, but in my heart, I just knew I was so bad. And it just made me feel like this ball of shame and guilt, and I just literally felt like there was no getting out of it. My mom sent me this video one day of like Pastor Jensen Franklin talking about maybe what the end times would look like. And when I listened to it, like, if I truly believe in Jesus Christ and I'm living this way, I don't think I'm going to heaven. I do believe this. I haven't been acting like I believe this at all. So like, why am I feeling this way? How could he even love me at this point? How could he want me back? Why does he want me back? Why am I feeling this way? I thought of God as a condemning God and a God of like almost wrath. But when I realized what Jesus did for me on that cross, he's a God of love. And it truly is the greatest love story that's ever been written. I realized that when he died on that cross for me, he put nails into my sins as well on the cross with him. And he carried the weight of everything that I did on his back. And so I no longer had to feel that shame and guilt, because that's not from the Lord. And he took that and wore it for all of us. That love, and it's just so powerful. It just hit me at one time. It was just a wave of emotions, and I couldn't say no. The Lord just took me from there. Now my life looks a lot different than it looked the beginning of last year. My life looks like living of who God really made me to be. And when you realize that God made you to be somebody who's most importantly just loving in every situation. For a long time, I was looking at it in a way of, hey, like, I gotta stop doing this, like I have to stop doing that in order to be a follower of the Lord. But the more I grew in relationship with him, and the more I kept my eyes focused on him in my life, the more he took those desires away from me. And then what you realize is that the Lord truly is fun. When you understand what the Lord did for you, it's like so awesome and so hard not to want to follow him. From my experience, I gained nothing from chasing the acceptance of the world, and I gained nothing from trying to be popular. You don't have to keep doing this, and you don't have to keep living in that way. It's actually so much more freeing when you just let go and just let God have everything in your life. Looking at my life now, I'm so joyful and so happy, and I want the people to experience the joy of the Lord. That is the most beautiful thing that you can get, is being joyful in his presence and being joyful just because he's with you and just knowing that he's always with you. My name is Jacob, and that's how God changed my life.